Hey there, I'm here to teach you how to do the perfect push-up. What most people misunderstand about push-ups is they're effectively a plank, but with your arms moving. If there is flex through the spine during the movement, it deloads the pressing levers and results in compensations. Muscles around your back and hips do some of the work to lift you once your shoulders have risen under a reduced load. For the general population, contrary to what those in athletic circles will have you believe, explosivity is not key here. Rigidity is. Explosivity often results in people losing this rigidity, even in a small way, and it makes a difference to your joint strain and muscle building efficiency. Just like a plank, the lats are tight, keeping the upper back stable, and the glutes are contracted too, keeping the lower back and hips stable. You need to make sure your shoulders are directly vertical over your hands, drawing a straight line vertically through your forearms and upper arm. There is actually no perfect hand position. The variations you'll see are merely a reflection of a change in bias of the exercise. The closer to perpendicular to your body your elbow is, the more your shoulder is going through horizontal adduction, which is mainly the role of the pecs. The more this tucks in and your hands come closer, the load is increased on your triceps and your shoulder's now going through flexion, which puts a greater bias on the front deltoids. How you choose to perform them is purely based on your muscle development focus. But if you want to make your press-ups as strong as possible, you're probably best off going for about a 45-degree angle that evenly distributes the load across all three muscle groups. For this, you'd ideally want to use a hand width that keeps your forearms just inside vertical in your bottom position. You then start with the floor pushed as far away from you as possible, whilst maintaining your plank position. As you draw your shoulders back, I want you to think about pulling yourself towards the floor. So, you may not be able to get to the floor for two reasons. First of all, you're not strong enough yet, or second of all, your current joint range just doesn't allow it. We're all built differently, and we've all led different lives up until this point. Both of these factors are going to affect the range with which we can perform the movement. Once you've drawn your shoulder blades back into your bottom position, you're then going to put all of your focus into two things. One, keeping your entire trunk tight and straight. Two, preventing your elbows from flaring during the pressing motion. Flaring will cause internal rotation of the shoulder and place an unwanted load on the shoulder joint, reducing the intended bias of the exercise. Push all the way through, back to your starting position with a steady, strong force.
Hey, don't worry if one or two regular push-ups are still too difficult for you at the moment. Here's a clip where one of our clients shows you the modified, easier version of a push-up, and hopefully over time you'll be able to progress to a standard push-up.
And we're here to show you how to modify a push-up if you can't currently do one on the floor, which
I cannot do a full push-up, so this is a perfect alternative.
Cool. So what we're going to do here is we're going to reduce the angle that you're pushing on, which basically, with a little bit of trigonometry, is going to reduce the amount of weight that you're trying to push up. So if you take hold of this bar, now this could be any surface in your house that is safe for you to rest your hands on and is not going to go sliding in any direction. It could be like a kitchen counter or something, as long as you're able to find a comfortable way to put your wrists on it. Now, everything that you usually do in a push-up applies here. Reem is going to keep some control over her shoulder blades, come down, and then push away. Good. Go down, and then push away. Nice. Last one. And rest. Cool. So, now that we've established a way for you to do the push-up, and that surface can be lower and lower and lower depending on what your current abilities are. So you might start locked down at something that's really quite high, even like this level, get your technique right, and then slowly go around the house finding surfaces that are lower and lower and lower until you're able to work from the floor. So that's one rep. Now just 10 more.